Okay, we're going to start with the nation. Federal government shun terror alert fear. Presidency tackles Obi over attack on Supreme Court. Heavy rainfall coming in Lagos, Ogun Rivers, and 12 others. NNPCL explains FAC claim, NAITI's 2021 report. Okay, which story? Starting with?
Heavy rainfall. So they said heavy rainfall is expected today in Lagos, Ogun, Rivers, Taraba, in 11 other states. And this is according to the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, and they are warning residents, which they started yesterday. They said in the next 3 days, there are chances of extremely high temperatures in some northern states. And the strong winds may affect about 13 states. And this, their report is contained in the Multi-Hazard Impact-Based Weather Forecast Bulletin, which was issued yesterday, covering today till Thursday. And I'm going to take a few of them. There's a lot of data here. So they said, on the rainfall pattern, the bulletin stated that moderate to heavy rainfall is expected over parts of Kwara, Osun, Ekiti, Ondo, Ogun, Lagos, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Imo, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Taraba, and Cross River States on Tuesday. Low to moderate rainfall is also expected over parts of Kaduna, the FCT, Nasarawa Plateau, Anambra, Kogi, Benue, Ebonyi, Oyo, and Adamawa states. And there are good chances of moderate to heavy rainfall anticipated on Wednesday over parts of Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Imo, Cross River, Abia, and Akwa Ibom states. I think people should find the bulletin so that they can see how it's been explained to go around other states.
Okay. Peter Obi, the candidate of the Labour Party, yesterday held a press briefing. He lamented that the judiciary ignored public opinion in its October 26 verdict, which upheld the September 6 judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. He specifically said that he expressed misgivings about the verdict and said he would rally opposition ahead of future electioneering. APC's response to that was that they advised the former Anambra State governor to embrace a better vocation instead of indulging in illusions and denigrating the judiciary that once gave him succor in his period of trouble. Okay?
Yeah. So the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Alhaji Mohammed Idris, at a session with journalists yesterday following the travel advisory by the United States, telling its citizens to be careful, especially about staying in some hotels. They sent an advisory out that some hotels will be targeted. And so the minister is saying that, that there was no need for that particular advisory, that what advisories like that do is just cause unnecessary panic. He says this government is committed to securing Nigerians and all that, and ensuring the safety and well-being of all Nigerians and their visitors. He said that security and intelligence agencies have been constantly at work, foiling threats, neutralizing bandits. He's talked about successful airstrikes in Northeast and Northwest. He also laid fears about the crisis in Niger Republic, and he says that what we have seen is that these advisories do not achieve anything, and that they have adverse economic impact, not to talk of what they do to undermine the government's effort to attract investment. So they're just saying that, see, the Nigerian government is not lying down. It's very much aware of what the threats are. There's enough intelligence for our military to be engaged with these people. Well, every day, putting out reports of how well we have successfully neutralized some of these bandits and some of these threats. And so they do not advise that this should have been sent out. That they understand the concern of wanting to protect their citizens, but they shouldn't have done it that way.
Okay, I was going to take the millions that were lost in the Samsung fire in Wuse, Abuja, Banex Junction yesterday. The place was thrown into confusion when the fire started, and they were joined by passers-by. It started about 8 p.m. While they tried to put out the fire, they said they couldn't ascertain the cause of the fire by press time, but the hoodlums started to attack and steal things. And this was condemned by people because, apart from the fire, they were losing their property to hoodlums.
Yeah, that was Samsung, right?
Samsung Plaza, yeah.
That's really, really sad.
They were even fighting the first responders. They didn't let them come in
because they wanted to
rescue, yes, because of the looting.
They even attacked the men of the fire service.
Look at that.
Hoodlums even attacked the people who came out
To rescue, to help with the
But
fire.
we don't know who caused the fire as of this time.
The Punch. Off-season polls, military, police vow tough actions for ballot box snatchers and others. Soldiers in show of force, patrol Kogi, Bayelsa flashpoints. Lagos slashes BRT fares by 25% after passengers' outcry. 2 die in Canadian embassy fire and Tinubu mourns. Court rejects Akeredolu lawmakers' suits against Ayedatiwa. U.S. security advisory needless discourages investors, says federal government. And 4.3 trillion lost to oil theft in 5 years, says government. Okay, which story are we starting with in Punch?
We know that the Lagos State government had given a 50% rebate on the fares of Lagos State's regulated bus rapid transit and rail transport, the BRT, and the train. And it was more to help citizens to cushion the effects of the fuel subsidy removal, which had been going on, and Nigerians were excited, Lagosians were excited about it. However, they made an announcement recently that they were going to take that off and reverse to the original price before they give the rebate. But passengers were not having it. They found it very, it was not palatable at this time with everything that people are going through for government to remove that rebate. So they had an outcry, they complained. Some of the passengers spoke to the correspondents lamenting that, their Akari card has been increased as against what the rebate was offering them. So I think the government now listened and decided to give them 25% rebate instead of the 50%. So at least to still help them cushion the
Government is still losing revenue also, so maybe that's why they had to go back to status quo. But
So I was going to check the Canadian embassy. Do you have it?
No, I don't.
Okay. There was a fire in the Canadian embassy. 2 people died. Apparently, the people from the Mikano came to service the generator, and the diesel exploded. In the stored diesel, 2,000 liters exploded and caused fire. So 2 of them were fatally injured and 2 of them died. They said 2 or 3 of them were not fatally injured, were injured and taken to the hospital, critically injured. And then 2 fatally injured ones died on the spot.
so
The president has mourned with them.
it's sad.
And sad.
Okay.
In Abuja again.
Yes, 2 incidents.
So then the picture story here, the military and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, have declared battle against hoodlums who may be planning to snatch ballot boxes during Saturday's governorship elections in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. There was a show of force, 67,000 personnel in Kogi, Bayelsa, and ahead of the polls. Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State and his counterpart in Bayelsa said are seeking re-election, while Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi is rounding off his 2nd term and supporting the APC's candidate, Usman Ododo. Yesterday, I think one of the Major General, Jamal Abdul-Salam, warned anyone planning to snatch ballot boxes or cause trouble in the governorship poll to stay clear of the coastal states, or you face consequences, because there were 67,000 of our able-bodied Nigerian soldiers
Now, wow.
Really?
on ground. Yeah?
Who is protecting our borders?
My sister.
Anyway, so
Okay, I have to go on a break. When we come back, continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.